Before getting into the video, I want to say three things really fast. One thing, the lighting's going to be in and out. It's a partly cloudy day, so sorry for the, the bad lighting. Number two, I'm going to be looking down a lot because I have my notes here. And three is the most important thing, and that is if you own these products or if you are an influencer and you've been sponsored by these products, I am not putting the brand down. I'm not putting you down. These are just items that I don't feel that I need to purchase, or items that I have purchased in the past that I actually regret because I didn't need them in the first place. So the first product that I want to talk about is green drinks. I'm sure you guys have seen numerous ads and sponsorships from green drinks like Bloom. Bloom is a very big brand. AG1, very big brand. And there's another one, Hum Nutrition. These are like the top three biggest brands that I've been seeing everywhere, but of course there's other green drinks around. I do think a lot of them have bold claims, and I'm not sure if they're 100% true. Again, to each his own, but I do think it's a lot cheaper and easier to make your own green drinks at home. It does take some time, but like I said, it's a lot cheaper to do it at home. Even if you don't have a cold press juicer, I don't, and I make fresh green juice all the time. It's fairly easy. You can even use AI to help you with the measurements. You can tell AI, I want to make a healthy green juice, and you have kale, spinach, or you have frozen kale, frozen spinach, and it will tell you what to do, the measurements and the calorie count, the protein count. It will tell you everything, and those apps are free. I use it all the time to cook. But my biggest issue when it comes to green drinks, it's not even the bold claims. I think for me is the price tag. It's very, very pricey to keep up with, consuming these kind of drinks. And I do want to mention that sometimes something that's really, really good can turn into bad. So too much of a good thing can turn into a bad thing. And that goes with overdoing everything. Even if it's healthy, sometimes it can turn into a bad thing. So I feel like you have to be a little bit more mindful when it comes to consuming something every day. And I feel like these companies don't tell you that, because a lot of people have this misconception where it's like, yeah, but it's healthy, so I can have it like 2 to 3 times a day because it's healthy, right? That's where you get it wrong. I watched this like story time with a doctor the other day on YouTube, and she was saying how this one lady cut out chips, because obviously we know chips are unhealthy, they're unnecessary carbs, calories. She cut out chips and replaced it with cashews because she thought, they're healthier. She ended up having a severe health issue, like life and death almost experience. They couldn't figure out what was going on. Long story short, it was all due to an enormous amount of cashews a week. So like I said, too much of something good can turn into bad. And I feel like these companies don't put that on their, labels, which they technically don't have to. But again, there's a huge misconception that just because it's healthy means that we can have it all the time. I would say like the biggest issue is the amount of sponsored videos. Like when it comes to sponsorships, I'm all for like other influencers getting their money. I've done a couple sponsorships in the past. I actually stopped doing sponsorships, collaborations, taking free products. I don't do that anymore. I just didn't feel good about it. I felt like I think I only took like 8 sponsorships throughout my, almost 8 years of being on YouTube. I started to not feel good about it. I didn't like how they would send you a script, make you say things like how much you love the product even though you've only had the product for like 3 days. There's a lot of sketchy things that go behind these sponsorships. And when it comes to brands promoting their product to any and every influencer or online creator or celebrity, I just don't believe it. I feel like it loses its credibility to the claims that it's making. If it's such a good product, why not let it speak for itself? Why not talk to the actual customers instead of constantly promoting, these products with influencers and celebrities? It doesn't sit right with me, and I just end up not believing the product's claims or anything that the product does. Because the thing with influencers and celebrities, one day they're on this product because they got paid to mention it, and then the next day they're on something else because they got paid to mention it. Next product, and I'm gonna be quick with this one because I do think it can be helpful to some people, and that is meal kits. Could be helpful, but I just don't think for me, like I do our meal prep every Sunday and I'm fine with that. It takes about an hour to meal prep for all of our lunches throughout the week, and then dinner time I will make something really quick. It's not that crazy, and plus it's just us two, so I don't think like a meal kit would be worth the money for us. I feel like this will work out great for someone that is really busy, working crazy hours, or has a bigger family, or for someone that doesn't really like being in the kitchen or wants the bare basics. Another popular item, I feel like, well, okay, this is not an item, it's actually a treatment, and this is popular amongst the social media world, and this is something that I'm not interested in doing. Too expensive, and I just don't have the patience to do it. Eyelash treatments. Getting fake eyelashes or getting like an eyelash lift. I don't have the longest eyelashes, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my, my bare face. I'm okay with how my gray hair looks these days. Like, I'm okay with my looks. I feel like the biggest thing that bothers me with my looks is my weight. That's about it. But everything else I'm okay with, and I've learned to just be happy without having a lot of beauty treatments. I never really had beauty treatments back in the day either. The only thing I used to do back in the day was my nails. And even that, like sitting through that process, like getting fake nails, it just hurts so bad. For me, it hurt. Especially like when they put you under like that light and then your nails like or your fingers burn. I hated it. I know they say beauty is pain, but why? Why does it have to be painful? The most pain that I go through these days, like the only beauty treatment I do is I get my eyebrows threaded, and as you guys can see, they're very uneven. I don't go to the best eyebrow place. It's really hard to find an eyebrow place in my area that measures them out. It's like they're very uneven. I'm trying to let this one grow out so it can match this one. Anyways, I can just imagine like if I was to even think about getting my eyelashes done, and if something was to go wrong, I know I shouldn't think that way, but I heard that like the eyelash treatments when it comes to getting fake eyelash lifts, I heard it takes a couple hours and hundreds of dollars. I'm not willing to sacrifice my time or money on eyelashes. It's just as simple as that. I don't think it's necessary for me. Certain hair care products. I'm not sure if these were sponsored or like anything like that, but there's certain hair care brands like Olaplex, Monet. These brands I've noticed have been in the media for all the bad reasons. Now, I'm not perfect. There are some hair care products that I own that are not the best, but brands like this, expensive brands like this, have been in the media due to hair loss, bad reaction of, skin reaction, and there's so many other claims out there. A lot of these brands have been sued for pyramid scams. This is something where I am all set. I do not want to be involved. I do not want to purchase from some brands. Like even when it comes to the shampoo and conditioner I use right now, I use Herbal Essence, which I know Herbal Essence is, they've had their fair share of lawsuits. I'm looking for a more cleaner shampoo and conditioner when those are over. So yeah, when it comes to hair care, popular hair care products, I feel like everybody is on Olaplex, and I feel like everybody was also on the Monet too for a while until the lawsuits came out with hair loss amongst their customers, and people have been saying that they are a pyramid scam. Again, this is all allegedly. I don't know what's true, but you can take a deep dive into that on your own time. But when it comes to popular products, I do my research before rushing to Ulta, before rushing online, rushing to Sephora. I do my research, whether it takes months, whether it takes a year or more. I do my research on the brand, on the ingredients, things like that, because you just don't want to get into something where you have to buy another product to fix what that product did. This is a popular item that I had purchased back in 2016. In 2016, I was obsessed with the gym. I used the gym as a huge escape. I was overworking out too, and that's a whole other story. But what I used to wear was Gymshark. And I know there's other brands too, like Fabletics and just a lot of other brands. I have nothing against these companies. They were great. I felt very confident in the outfits. I also was very thin around that time. So I was just in a different era of my life. And what had happened to that outfit was after washing and drying many times, it ripped. It wasn't made of the best quality. Now, I don't know if they changed their fabric these days, but back then it just wasn't the best. And another thing is, I'm not a fan of logos. I feel like logos are another form of free advertisement for companies, and it's another form of just a social status, which I'm just not a fan of both situations. When it comes to Gymwear, the only thing that I would purchase if I had the money is UV protective clothing. I have one UV protective shirt that can also be worn as a workout shirt. And I really love the quality of it. It's not see-through. I've washed it a couple times. It also has ended up in the dryer quite a few times by accident, and it comes out perfectly fine. So not only am I getting a workout outfit, but I'm also getting an outfit that protects me from the sun. Celebrity products. Do I need to say more? I'm not saying all the celebrities like are cash grabbers. I'm not saying that, but when it comes to celebrity products, I'm just over it. The perfume, the hair care products, the skincare, the beauty care. There are so many other small businesses out there that aren't celebrities that are trying to make it, and I rather support the small businesses instead of celebrities. Celebrities already got money. Like, why do they need more money for their perfume set? I rather promote a small business instead of a celebrity business. Again, nothing against the celebrities. Some celebrity brands look great and they are doing wonderful things too. I'd rather purchase products from a small business brand, a brand that's not affiliated with a celebrity. Support them more, because the celebrities already have more than enough financial support, moral support, fan support, the list goes on. An excessive amount of skincare products. I do not even need to name them because I feel like every skincare product is going viral these days and it's insane. I feel like we have lost touch with a simple routine. I had this like 10-step, 5-step skincare routine. I've talked about this many times before. It wrecked my skin, and now I just stick with a 3-step skincare routine. I am done watching skincare videos, skincare hauls. I'm done. I don't care what's new out there. I don't care. What I have works, and that's it. I'm not spending my money on skincare anymore. And the last thing is Sketchy Sites. Shein, Temu, Wish. There's probably more, but those are like the main ones. I feel like Temu is probably the sketchiest out of them all. I constantly tell my mom, please, please, for me, from your firstborn, can you please stop shopping on Temu? The issue with Temu, Shein, Wish, the issue with these sketchy sites is one, poor working conditions. Again, that's another rabbit hole if you want to get into. It's very, very sad what these fast product sites do to their workers or how their working environment is. It's absolutely horrible. I hope one day something gets done about this. Temu has also been in the news when it comes to selling your information as a customer to like the dark web. And again, this is all allegedly. I haven't seen like the lawsuit claims or anything. I'm sure there are, but they have been reported to the Business Bureau for numerous weird complaints. You guys can look that up. That's all public knowledge. And I just don't want to be involved in any of this. I've never shopped on Shein, Temu, Wish. I have shopped on Fashion Nova in the past. I've had shopped on Boohoo. What was the other site's name that like everything was $1? Shop Miss A. I used to shop on there all the time because everything was $1. That's another thing that I want to talk about in a separate video, is scarcity mentality. And that is what I used to have back in the day, where if something was cheap, I felt like, ooh, well, I can afford not just one, but I can afford a bunch of this item. When something's cheap, a lot of us think that we can just grab a bunch of things. And that's why the Dollar Tree was so successful for years or for decades. Dollar Tree is obviously in hot waters right now. I think it's Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, because they all are like the same company. They're in hot waters right now due to Temu and Shein, because everything's a lot cheaper on there. So anyways, I'm not going to give these companies any more airtime on my channel, but I will not shop on these sites because it's bad for the environment, bad for your personal information, And it's bad for the workers that work with these companies or make these products for these companies. They don't care about their workers. So just keep in mind when it comes to the next time you shop on these sites, they're not the best site to shop on. On that note, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will catch you in the next one.